Ladies and gentlemen, Harry Mike here. Today I want to talk about Microsoft's concrete evidence to the always online and used games. While my previous video was processing, in it I noticed that I said I'm not going to buy the Xbox One until it's cheaper. I completely regret saying that because after Microsoft officially released all of their information, I can honestly say I will not support the Xbox One whatsoever. Here are my thoughts on the bullet points that were laid out for Always On. Bullet point number 1. While a persistent connection is not required, Xbox One is designed to verify if system, application, or game updates are needed, and to see if you have required new games or resold, traded in, or given your game to a friend. Games that are designed to take advantage of the cloud may require a connection. I understand that. The second bullet point is pretty much giving you the concrete information. With Xbox One, you can game offline for up to 24 hours on your primary console, or 1 hour if you are logged on to a separate console accessing your library. That's really lame. 1 hour? That's rough. Offline gaming is not possible after these prescribed times until you re-establish a connection. Offline gaming is not possible after these prescribed times until you re-establish a connection. But you can still watch live TV and enjoy Blu-ray and DVD movies. Thank you, Microsoft. I can do the things that I can do on anything else. Thank you very much. I am appalled at the 24-hour limit of an offline gaming experience. If my internet goes down through a natural disaster, somebody has an accident and knocks out the internet or something, I have 24 hours to play the games that I want. Then after that, none of my games will work at all until I re-establish that connection. That is absurd. I can understand that they're trying to see where your games are or if you got rid of games, but come on. You're punishing the people out there who want to enjoy what Microsoft's games are. And if you're going to give them 24 hours and then after that the games will not work at all, why would anybody support this? I can't even find the word to describe it. I really hope that the people who purchase Xbox One have the most reliable connection possible. Other than that, there are going to be a ton of people who will not be able to enjoy what they've come to love over the years because they don't live in an area where the connection's really that reliable. Maybe it goes out all the time. So they enjoy their single player games. Let's just try to be positive about this. There are going to be other choices out there. While you may not be able to play some of your beloved Microsoft games, you'll still be able to enjoy gaming on other platforms. Do not support DRM. It is not good. Speaking of DRM, let's move on to used games. Buy the way you want, disc or digital, on the same day. That's fine. But why would I buy a digital game or wait for a sale on Xbox Live? Because Games on Demand has the best sales ever. It's rivaling Steam or anything else that's online. You'll be paying pretty much full retail price for the longest time if you purchase digital games only. So don't expect to have huge sales. And quite frankly, I have a problem with digital games only. I don't think that they should be full priced. I think that there should be a huge discount for digital games because the publishers don't have to pay for the manufacturing of the discs and the processing to ship them to retailers and all that stuff. Digital games should be at least $20 off or more. I find that very wrong to pay full price for a game that's digital because you're not paying those other costs. You're getting more money. I mean, that's a plus for the developer. But I think you should give people a reason to embrace digital because that is the future. Access your entire games library from any Xbox One. No disc required. Basically, if you sign into your account, you're able to go into the cloud from another system and play your games. Whether that takes up a lot of bandwidth, who knows. Share access to your games with everyone inside your home. Okay, so if you buy a game, anybody who plays on your Xbox will be able to play that game, regardless if you're signed in or not. That's fine. If you have a lot of kids who share the Xbox, they'll all be able to play that game. That's fine. Trade in and resell your disc-based games. Today, some gamers choose to sell their old disc-based games back for cash and credit. We designed Xbox One so game publishers can enable you to trade in your games at participating retailers, meaning Best Buy, GameStop, Walmart, anything that takes used games. Microsoft does not charge a platform fee to retailers, publishers, or consumers for enabling transfer of these games. Okay, so at least there's not a used games fee from Microsoft, whether that's a platform level or a software level. If it's a software level, you can damn well expect EA, Activision, and Ubisoft and any other third-party publisher to charge a fee. As far as them enabling the ability to trade it in, they can just basically say no. If you buy this game, it's yours for life. No trading it in, none of that crap. Sorry if our game sucks, but it's your risk. This is going to cause people to not purchase a lot of games when they first come out. They're going to wait for huge price drops so that they don't take that risk as badly as they would. Because if they want to go and embrace a new IP and they don't know if they're going to like it, they will find some other way to get to play it. Whether that's piracy or through their friends. But quite frankly, you're going to see probably a lot less sales. And that's going to be because of this DRM. It sucks. Give your family access to your entire games library anytime. So for this, you can have up to 10 members of your family who are logged in regardless of what Xbox One they're playing on. If they're connected to the internet, probably have to have a gold account. They'll be able to access your game library and play the games from it. The thing is, only one of those family members at one time can play one of your games. So if you have a bunch of other family members that want to play some of your games, they have to wait for the other one to be done, and then they'll be able to, I guess, rotate if they want to try out a game that you bought. Pretty limiting, but at least it's there. In our role as a game publisher, Microsoft Studios will enable you to give your games to friends or trade in your Xbox One games at participating retailers. Third-party publishers may opt in or out of supporting game resale and may set up business terms or transfer fees with retailers. Okay, so this basically just confirms the fees are not a platform level, it's a software level. Microsoft does not receive any compensation as part of this. In addition, third-party publishers can enable you to give games to friends. Loaning or renting games won't be available at launch. Really? But we are exploring the possibilities with our partners. So that basically says if you are a part of Blockbuster, Redbox, Gamefly, those will not work on Xbox One at launch, at least. It'll probably be months, maybe years before they start doing that again. I hope not, because, man, I feel bad for Gamefly subscribers. That's horrible. Give your games to friends. Xbox One is designed so game publishers can enable you to give your disc-based games to your friends. There are no fees charged as part of these transfers. There are 2 requirements. You can only give them to people who have been on your friends list for at least 30 days. That's reasonable. I'm sure people who have an Xbox have friends that have been on their list for years. And each game can only be given once. So does that mean after I give my game to my friend, that's it? I can't get my game back? Or does that mean that if I let my one friend borrow the game and then I get it back, that I can't lend it to anybody else anymore? I only get it to give it one time? That's so restrictive. It's horrible. I don't know why anybody would support this. And quite frankly, I'm going to be moving on. I am not going to be talking about the Xbox One anymore. I have chosen that they are not targeting myself anymore. That's completely fine. I hope that people vote with their dollars and do not support the Xbox One this generation.